All right, so welcome to our last assignment about ancient Greece, or I should say our last big assignment. And we're going to do this assignment over the course of 2 weeks. We're going to build up to it. And the first part of this, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating a graphic novel or writing a short story. So for my kids who panic about the drawing piece, a short story is fine. Okay? I don't want you to get caught up on the quality of your artwork. My kids who like to draw, go ahead and draw, right? Worth knowing, worth remembering is that I do not now, nor have I ever taught an art class, and you will not, if you choose to draw, get judged on the quality of your art. So if you like to draw and you want to draw me something that's absolutely beautiful and breathtaking, go for it, right? Absolutely, I love it when I get that stuff. But if you enjoy drawing and you just feel like you're not very good at it and stick figures are kind of where it's at because you don't want to write the short story, do that too, and I love that stuff too. Okay. If you're ever worried, by the way, that I won't be able to tell what you're trying to draw, slap some labels on that puppy and you're good to go. Okay, so write me a short story, draw me a graphic novel, your call. I don't really care which one you pick. But just know that if you choose to do the graphic novel because you don't like the longer writing, you can absolutely keep the drawing simple for it, okay? I'm much more worried about content than I am about the quality of your artwork. Just kind of the way I roll. Before I jump into the Brainstorm handout where we're going to be starting our pre-writing, I do want to go ahead and point out that I did put the rubric for the final assignment on here so that you can take a look at that if you want to. Okay, so feel free to click on that if you want to kind of see where we're going, what the ultimate product is going to need to look like. But for right now, what I want to focus on instead is this graphic novel short story Brainstorm handout. So what I tried to do is make this relatively as simple as I could. Okay, so we're doing a lot of circling or highlighting. Either's fine, as long as I can tell what you pick. I'm not picky about that stuff, right? And you're just answering some questions. So, are you going to do a graphic novel or a short story? Are you going to use a historical figure, right? Maybe somebody like Pericles or Sophocles. Or are you going to use a fictional person based roughly on historical facts, right? Maybe you're going to pick a Spartan soldier who's going to fight the Battle of the 300, right? And it's just going to be kind of Joe Schmo, Spartan soldier. Okay, where are you going to set your story, or where are your characters going to be from? So you pick Athens or Sparta, okay, because those are the two that we're studying in depth. And then what are the different aspects of Greek culture you want to discuss in your graphic novel or short story? You'll notice I put 6, right? Religion, art or drama, philosophy, sports, religion, geography or history. But I also put a spot labeled other. If you don't like any of those, or maybe you only like one of them, pick something different. Go for it. Long as it's ancient Greek culture, long as we've learned about it in this unit, fair game. Okay? If you're worried about it, send me an email, ask the question. I'll get back to you and let you know if that'll work. All right, so then we're going to dig in, and now we're going to have to do some actual writing. Okay? So, and some actual brainstorming, thinking about what are we going to include. So what information do you want to include your graphic novel or short story, right? You have to talk about government systems. So what are you going to do to talk about government systems, right? What sort of information about the legacy of ancient Greece? And remember, legacy of ancient Greece means how we think about it today, or how we're influenced by it today. Okay. And then we've got some questions about the 2 aspects of culture you're going to talk about, right? What do you want to include? And then what events are you going to talk about, right? They could be actual historical events. So again, something like the Battle of the 300, or maybe Sophocles committing suicide, or things like that. Or they could be fictional events, right? So it could be, a person goes to the Agora in Athens, right? kind of fictional events where we know it probably we know it happened, but we may or may not know about your character specifically doing that kind of thing. So what events are you going to talk about? So for this, it's a brainstorm. Bullet points work great. Okay, you don't have to write in complete sentences. You certainly can if you choose to, and I won't fault you for that. But bullet points are fine too for my kids who like their brainstorming to be actual brainstorming. Okay. If you have questions, if you need help with any of this, go ahead, reach out, let me know, and I'd be delighted to help you out any way that I can. Otherwise, I will see you in class.